Hello and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. They call me Mitchell, and this is your energy forecast, spiritual teaching, and oftentimes intuitive development for today, Tuesday, October the 28th, as well as Wednesday, October the 29th, 2014. And as always, thank you for what you do. Truly appreciate it. So let me just dive right in. I had my coffee. Not as much as you think. Yesterday I did have more coffee than, actually I probably had as much as you think I have yesterday. It just was the day I got to hit Starbucks several times. Anyway, today we got a lot of numbers today. So today is number 28. It's the 28th day of the month. 28, 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 is our wheel card in the major arcana. That's that merry-go-round. That's that Ferris wheel. That's that rat in the cage just spinning. You can continue to spin, or you can get off, and at every stop there's so much available to you. So this is that Wheel of Fortune. This is just so many possibilities open to you. It's like the Cheesecake Factory menu. I say it all the time. It's like overwhelming sometimes, and that's why people just put it down and say, just order for me, you know, because it can be overwhelming. Know what you want and it becomes a little easier. Also, 10 boils down to 1. Magician. We know what we want because we have the idea. Plus, we have everything that we want and need and desire all within our reach, within our grasp, within ourselves. We have all the suits, the coins, the cups, the swords, the wands. That's what the magician has right there available to him. So you've got that available to you today. You've got the energy of that today. You can create and manifest that pretty easily today. Also, you add up all the numbers of today, 10, 28, 20, 14, you get the number 18, which is our moon card. Moon card energy is about intuition. It's about receptive feminineness. It's reflecting back, you know, the gentle light from the sun, not quite so harsh and hard-hitting. And it's just a very peaceful moment. And 18, which is the moon, also is 9, which is the hermit, which is, again, kind of reflective moments, earth getting down in. It's got that Virgo energy, you know, getting down into the earth, getting calm, getting peaceful and quiet. Yesterday I pulled the cross and the 5 of swords. The cross card is often, it's the last card of the lenormand, and it's often about the pain and suffering, misfortune, burdens. It absolutely can be about religion because it is a cross, a symbol of the Christian faith for a lot of people. And then the 5 of swords is just mental frustration, up in your head, fighting, fussing, arguing. It's a shifting. The number 5 is shifting, changing, and moving because you're halfway through the numbers from 1 to 9. You're halfway there. It's like, and we're going. But also keep in mind, you know, odd numbers, 1 through 5, 7, 9 are dynamic, masculine, moving forward. Even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 0 are feminine, receptive, you know, peaceful numbers. I've said it before. I always set my alarm to an odd number. I just always did it before I even knew why I was doing it. And that's because an alarm should wake you up, get you moving. If you're setting your alarm clock to like 6 a.m., just shift it to 6:01, especially if you're finding yourself not wanting to jump up and get moving. Just make that little shift energetic and see. And you really want to change, go to a 25, a 15, a 35, a 45, a 55. That'll get you up and out of bed. Also, 7s are good ones to move to. They're not quite as harsh, I would say. So let me pull another Lenormand for today and then a Terra as well. And the Lenormand for today is going to be 33 Key. Beautiful card. The Key is very, very positive, one of the most positive cards in the deck. It basically means you got it. And with that Magician energy today, and I love that we had the cross and the 5 of swords because I feel like the energy has shifted for many of us. You know, with the Wheel of Fortune, the moon, the hermit coming out, we have the answers. We have, because we worked with the energy yesterday, I feel like, okay, we've got the key. We've done the work. Now we've got something more to work with. And the Terror to go along with it, more influence. Oh, wow. This is the Wish card. This is the 9 of Cups. So these are the 2 most positive cards, in my opinion, of any of these 2 decks. And I say positive because the Wish card could be careful what you wish for because you might miscreate something. But pretty much as a whole, these 2 cards are just bright, brilliant, beautiful, bodacious, wonderful. So just enjoy today. Because someone said, I think it was Deb said, tomorrow just looks bleh. Well, you know what? We shifted the energy. That's what I feel like. We shifted it to something amazing. You know, in 33, the key, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 of cups. Love these images as well, getting those 3s and those 9s, which, you know, resonates a lot with me. My birth number is a 3. You know, Jamie and Evan, number 3, 333. So there's a lot of beautiful, you know, parallels here as well. Shifting into the energy of tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 29th day of the month. That is 11. 2 plus 9 is 11. 11. Power number, master number, portal, feels creative, imaginative, spiritual, and even sexual. So you can create those kind of things, because the 11 feels like wand energy, fire energy. So that's my kind of communication with spirit, how it works. And that is our justice card, so we're bringing things back into balance, maybe legal things coming into play. But also it is the 2, which is our high priestess, and she is extremely wise, very knowledgeable, very knowing, very intuitive. You've got that energy available to you today, and all the numbers add up. You get 19. 19 is our sun card. Bright, brilliant, beautiful, dynamic. Oh, do you see how that just the image changed? The reflection off my hand. The sun. And yesterday I had a very interesting image. I was sitting here meditating, and I always face west. And I was like, where's west? I need to. Am I facing west? Which way? I was thinking, which way is the earth turning? I said, okay, I am the sun, so the earth is turning. And I went, oh my gosh, I am the sun. I am the sun. That was a weird moment. And I think John Edwards even wrote a book, What If God Were the Sun? There's something about that, the sun being like God energy. You know, in my mind, I've had moments where I went inside the sun, and it's like that's where our 5th dimension Earth was. It was a weird one, and I've heard it before in other people's books. So very interesting. Moving on, before I get really distracted with the sun. Sun energy, bright, brilliant, beautiful. It's also 10, wheel. Just talked about that for actually today, Tuesday. And 1 magician. So we've got that overlapping energy yet again for this month. Probably going to happen all the way to the end of the month. I haven't done the numerology all the way ahead. So the lenormand to go along with today is going to be 35, anchor. We are solid. We are grounded. We are not moving. You know, this is that person you can reach out to. This is that thing that you know is consistent, like the sun, consistent. It is definitely a very positive and beautiful, solid card. And I love that the key and the anchor are almost kind of very similar in a sense. You know, they look like they could both be a key. They look metal. You know, it's just interesting. The framework, the work of them, these 2 elements is kind of cool. The tarot to go along with the anchor is going to be Page of Swords. So I would say, flat out, the anchor is a child. The anchor is an air element child. Our air element people are Libras, Gemini, Aquarians. You know, they could be our anchor today. But also, this could be news coming of a logical sort, of an air element sort. That's going to be your anchor, or anchor in that good news that's coming. Believe it's coming. Trust that it's coming. Dealing with the, you know, we've got the Justice card here, so it could be legal stuff. Good news coming, creating that anchor. Maybe someone's receiving like their settlement today, which will be their anchor for their future. So it feels very good and very positive. So compared to what was yesterday for today. So, all right, moving on. So lesson for today, it's a very interesting one. It's a bit of a personal one. So there is an event that's going to be happening at work, and it happens every year. It's this traditional thing. And they announced it, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And I put it on my calendar, and this is very interesting. So I put it on the calendar. Yeah, I'll show up. It gets me there a little bit earlier to work, which is not a big challenge, but I was like, okay, I'll be there. Well, you know, I just did it on my own, so it was my choice. And then this morning I get an evite, which is an email invite to put on your own calendar for this event. And immediately I got pissed. I was like, well, it was from my boss, who he and I have a great relationship. And I was like, why didn't he ask me? Whatever. And I'm sitting there going, but Mitch, yesterday you put it down that you're going to go. And I was like, these are the moments where I go, all right, that was my ego, my blankety blank ego coming up. And it was because I made the choice to go. But then all of a sudden now, my boss is telling me I have to be there, which, again, I know him. I'll get in this morning. He'll be like, can you make it to this? Do you want to go? He's just getting it on my calendar. But it was that reaction of that ego. And I know it stems up to part of my personality, but also stems back to my childhood where, you know, being told what to do, being forced what to do, you know, I am a Pisces, and I resonate with that freedom and flow, don't cage me in kind of a feeling. You know, those things don't define me, but I realize they're partly an influence on me because I've worked through those. So, you know, people who run around and say, well, I'm a Pisces, well, I'm a Leo, and that's all they resonate with. I'm like, you're doing your would you like me to continue to support that creation you're doing? So I understand those are influences on me. Years ago, they were much more influential. Now I understand them. So getting back to the point, my ego flared up and I was like, okay. And it took me just about 5 minutes to go, hello, you already said you were going to do this. What difference does it make whether it's coming from him or not? And when I get there, I know he's absolutely we're going to have a conversation. It's going to be cool. Everything's going to be fine. But it's those moments where the ego goes, boom, hey, I'm still here. Someone just told you what to do. And so when they come along, pause, take a breath, and say, what made me uncomfortable there? What made me angry? What pissed me off? And it was because I felt like I was being controlled or manipulated or coerced. And those are things that, to me, feel like straitjackets. And again, it's because of some of the influences of my personality, my nature, my signs, my history, you know, the history of being a child, you know, and how the family business and all those kind of things, you know, influence me. So I'm influenced by that, and it was an opportunity for me to go, once again, someone, you know, I've already decided I'm going to do it, but yet when someone told me I had to do it, I got frustrated. So I took that breath, and I feel much better about it. I don't have near the anxiety as I did over this little thing, this little tiny thing. So it's fun to see your ego flare up and continue to show us that we are human and we still have a human side and an ego side. So when those things happen, pause, take a breath and say, what just made me do that? Because I drew it to myself to still learn something, So thank you. Check out my website, intuitivemessenger.org. The prefix special is still up. By this Saturday, I got to have my special up, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be this amazing, it's like a hand spread that Lisa St. Croix did for me, but I don't know. I keep feeling something about abundance, so I think I might have to find a spread about abundance. And I've got 20 books over here that I can find one in. So, because I feel like abundance is for November. December will definitely be the full spread special, so everybody can get ready for the 2015 because it's going to be a powerful year. All right, thank you. Have an amazing day. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Don't forget our Jamie and I, our live event on Sunday the 16th. I am doing one-on-ones at Chapel of Spiritual Light, the Spiritualist Church, on Saturday the 15th. So busy, wonderful time. Have an amazing day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.